Hail adventurers, welcome back to the Wyvern's Lair. I am Dungeon Master Wyvern, returning back to the grand adventure that is Avowed. As you can see, the renovations of the Mega Dungeon continue here at the Wyvern's Lair YouTube channel / Twitch channel now. I worked with a wonderful artist on Fiverr named Ash to create this webcam overlay that you can see here. I consider this the first draft of what will be a webcam overlay that I'm hoping to evolve over time. So I hope it further enhances your viewing experience, adventures, as you join me for these forays into great games like Avowed and Ultima Online here at the Wyvern's Lair channel. We are once again heading back into Avowed. It is February 18th, 2025. This is the official release day for Avowed. I was able to make one day of early access last week before heading off on a Valentine's weekend with Maleficent. And we are coming back today to continue what we started. So on that first stream, we found out that we were an envoy for the Emperor of Adir, a vast empire in the world of Eora, where this game is set. And we were tasked to go on a special mission on behalf of the Emperor to find out exactly what is plaguing their colonies in the Living Lands. Some sort of pestilence has kind of reared its head in these colonies, and the Emperor is looking to find out what exactly this danger may be and how to stop it. On the way there, we were shipwrecked, and we had to fight our way off this outpost that has essentially been destroyed from within. The garrison seemed to have lost their minds and torn each other apart. So myself and one survivor from the ship, along with a smuggler that had ended up in the garrison as a prisoner, surviving prisoner. The three of us, we fought our way out, and we just arrived on the docks of the major city that is the foothold into the Living Lands for both the Adiran Empire and, of course, the local inhabitants. And we just met our first companion, Kai, and Amawa, and that sets the stage for what we're doing here. Before we dive back in, let me go ahead and greet the adventurers here at the top of the live stream. We're joined by John saying, hey there, hey, John, a guildmate from the Wyvern's Lair over at Ultima Online. Good to have you here, John. Always good to have some of the knights drop by and keep me company here. We got Angar saying, oh my god, a Wyvern stream in the proper time zone. Angar, good to have you drop by, my friend. Angar, wonderful. I wouldn't even say that Angar is a Conan Exiles content creator anymore. Angar has done much more than Conan Exiles, but that was the foundation bedrock for his YouTube channel. Got to know Angar when I myself was exploring Conan Exiles in those very early days here on my own channel here, and Angar took his creativity and showcased it with a couple of these build videos on his channel, really just as an exercise, and discovered that people really were into his ingenuity and creativity when it came to Conan Exiles player settlement builds. So that served as the catalyst for his channel. And Angar, so glad to see you doing so well and checking out great games like No Man's Sky, Conan Exiles, and hopefully Dune Awakening later this year. Looking forward to those adventures, my friend. Welcome to the Wyvern's Lair. Welcome to a stream in the proper time zone. This is one of those rare cheeky days when I can stream in the morning. I actually took the time off work. I wanted to make release day for Avowed and start early enough that I could get the stream wrapped up before I connect with Maleficent later today. So, preambles aside, let's go ahead and return to Avowed, shall we? And we're back. We're going to go ahead and continue our game. I'm excited. The Dead Fire Adventurers. This is where the last game was set, and it seems like Avowed has continued the art style and color palette that was established in Pillars of Eternity 2, Dead Fire. All right, we're back. Message from afar. Find the Strangle Root. Let's take a look at our journal. And this is our main story. I don't know what the skull indicates, whether that indicates quest progress. That's a mystery that I will have to sort of unpack for myself. But let's go ahead and read our journal entry here, adventurers. You sail to the Living Lands in order to deliver an important missive from the Emperor of Adir. First, make your way into the port city of Paradis. That's right, we're here in Paradis. A rugged coastal settlement and home to the Adiran embassy. Then find the ambassador and complete your task. So step 1 is to find the strangle route. The Adiran ambassador is missing. He was last seen headed to the strangle route, which is to the northwest and past an old Pargrun wall. And we've already completed. Speak with Captain Sinric. You arrived at the Paradis docks. A member of the local militia is waiting to receive you. Speaking of waiting to receive me, I am here to receive my great friend, fellow adventurer, Drake of the Wyvern's Lair, the one and only, the mightiest of dwarves, Flint Fireforge. Good to have you here, Fireforge, saying hello, adventurers. Angar says episode 2. We'll need to go back and watch the 4-hour character creation video. Angar, you know me too well. I am called Dungeon Master Dinosaur for a reason here, and I do take my time, and I do suffer from a certain amount of indecision crisis from time to time. But let's go ahead and drink in our return to the grand adventure that's Avowed. You know, Angar, speaking of you, I think you'd like Avowed. I think you really would, considering, you seem to enjoy games that kind of present this sumptuous first-person world in the way that Conan Exiles does.
Awful stench. Someone needs a bath.
Someone commenting on my smell there. But also rewards and encourages player exploration. Avowed does both those two things, and I think you might enjoy this game. Let's talk to Paradis Militia.
Sincere apologies, envoy. Welcome to the Living Lands.
Angar says you got pants on? Hey, a gentleman never tells. Let's talk to, these are our two companions from the beginning of our journey in Avowed, Alora the Smuggler, and Garsik, who was one of our shipmates.
Go on, proceeding.
Yeah, Garsik here.
I'm not cut out for the kind of scrapes you get yourself into. You go on without me. I'll see if the embassy needs any help.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So Garsik begging off further adventures with me. He's a smart NPC. What can I say? Usually NPCs meet a terrible end. And there's Kai. Look at this stunning Amawa companion we have here. Can we talk to him? Interesting. Okay, Action Radial. Now that you've recruited Kai, the Action Radial E will support companion abilities. Elements of the Action Radial, including companion abilities, can be bound to the quick slots 1 through 6. So this is Kai. Fire and Ire, companion ability. What the heck does this do? Let's see. So consumables, charge, that's my ability. Firestarter is a command. What is this? Ready ability. How do we learn about these abilities? Fire and accept. We can aim. Things to discover here. It's a command. This is a companion ability. No target. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Let's see if we can go into our inventory here. This is our character. We got a journal update here. What the heck is this about? Oh yeah, we went through this. Documents. Oh. Journal, documents. The documents tab of the journal will allow you to refer to significant writings you find on your journey. Documents are sorted by region of origin. So we have Fort. Oh, okay. We got Fort North Reach, and we actually do have this senior officer's reprimand, which I've read obviously in the previous stream, so I'm not going to go ahead and read that again for us. That's just going to be annoying. I can click here on abilities. Ability tree fighter. The fighter ability tree focuses on overwhelming combat force. Heck yeah. It contains abilities tailored towards dealing high damage with axes, maces, and two-handed melee weapons. It also includes abilities that help with stamina management, traversal, crowd control, and blocking with shields. So that's the tree that we've invested in. We have 1 point in charge, and obviously we can see that there's more stuff for us to spec in, and there's companions. That's what we're looking for. The companion ability tree contains the abilities of your recruited companions. When your companions level up, you will be able to spend companion ability points to purchase or upgrade their abilities. You may also spend currency to reset companion ability points. And we can see that we have actually 1 point that we can invest. And we have Fire and Ire. It's a Kai active, duration is 10 seconds, has a 40-second cooldown. Kai fires a powerful shot from his blunderbuss, dealing high stun to a single enemy and taunting them for 10 seconds. Okay, that's a taunt ability. Fires, so extra powder, fires and ignites the targets. That's a dot, I'm sure, damage over time. Pure lead greatly increases the amount of stun dealt by Fire and Ire. And quick reload reduces the cooldown for Fire and Ire by 50%. Unbending defense. Kai steals his mind to regenerate health and increases damage reduction by 25%. Iron Will. Unbending defense reduces incoming damage by 50%. It has a duration of 30 seconds, by the way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spec into Fire and Ire 1 point, so we have that ability to draw aggro. Oh, we actually are invested there. So we already have a point in Fire and Ire, excuse me. We can invest into Unbending Defense that will give us that damage reduction, which will combo well with Fire and Ire, assuming that Kai will be taking aggro. But let's take a look at what else we have here before we make that decision, shall we? Isn't bad says he looks like you. He does, doesn't he? With the mask that I'm wearing. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming my great friend Isnbad, joining us from the mighty United Kingdom. Drake of the Wyvern's Lair, good friend of mine. Welcome, Isin. Fireport says, Angar, I'm kind of surprised you didn't get one of those invites to Norway for the Dune sneak peek. A lot of creators I follow went. Well, you're assuming that I would assume that Angar probably got the invite and just didn't go because of work and family and the timing of it, probably. Because Angar certainly is on the radar of Funcom and does good promotion for them, I would argue, through his Conan Exiles content. Alright, Leap of Daring. It's a Kai active, duration of 25 seconds, cooldown of 60 seconds, and with a mighty leap, Kai crashes down upon the enemy, stunning and taunting all nearby enemies. That's actually kind of cool. It's like a group aggro. Leap of Pride doubles the... So this is, what you'll get if you continue to invest in this the skill tree. Angar says, a lot of creators who put videos out were not actually there. We got provided with several hours of footage to use for our own videos. Gotcha. So that's how Funcom addressed that. Zan says, hello all, enjoying Avowed, mates. I have, like, for the first couple of hours that I've been playing the game, Izan, I would say that so far it has a really great game feel. So I'm enjoying my time here. We got Second Wind. When Kai's health is reduced to 0, he revives himself by restoring 50% of his maximum health. So you can see that Kai is really built like a great tank character. So we already had that 1 point in Fire and Ire, dealing high stun damage to a single enemy and taunting them for 10 seconds. So let's go ahead and invest that next point into Unbending Defense, which reduces the damage he takes. Kai steals his mind to regenerate health, increases damage reduction by 25%. I think that's good for us. Or we could continue to double down in Fire and Ire. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking here, adventurers? You know what? Let's go ahead and invest that point in Fire and Ire. Why not? Oh, we can choose. We can choose what we do here. Okay. Okay. So we actually, it's not like a hierarchical tree, so we can choose from any of those upgrades for the companion ability. I do like the idea of doing high stun damage, which sets up those combos. So it greatly increases the amount of stun dealt by fire and ice. Let's go ahead and invest that there for the time being. And then we'll work on the cooldown next. So we'll go ahead and confirm that point. Are you sure you want to spend 1 point on this ability? Yes. There we go. We got Kai specced out there. Let's go ahead and throw down a save. Angar says, sadly, was too busy with work to travel, though, and edited. Gotcha. Gotcha, Angar. Fireford says, the handful of art guys had blogs, so seemingly there were Crow Meta, Syntactic, R and Aztec. Either way, I'm hoping for that release date soon. I'm really hoping it's good. Yeah, Dune Awakening is looking shaping up to be another great game from Funcom. Fireforge, not going to argue with that. All right. So we can't speak to Kai here. At least I don't know.
Don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise.
All right. Speaking of, let's see if we can interact with any of this stuff. Let's take a look. Again, this game rewards exploration, so let's see what we have here. Got a tower there. Little boat. Obviously, we could probably jump off the docks and swim around too. I say, let's go to that tower, adventurers. Oops, days. Almost missed that. There we go. I like that this game rewards parkouring. Whoops! Kai, you didn't make it. You didn't make it, buddy. And where are we going from here to reach that tower? Oh, there's multiple ways to reach this tower. We could have just gone to town and probably reached it from there. Alright, let's go back. Actually, what am I doing? Yeah, we were making our way to the tower. Why turn back now? Let's just continue forwards. There we go. Lighthouse. We actually gain XP for discovering this waypoint. Press M to access the map. Map screen. The map screen shows topographical maps of the regions of the Living Lands and their settlements. Exploring the Living Lands will gradually fill out your map screen with more geographic detail in the areas you've traversed. It will also mark points of interest in other details like quests, stores, area transitions, party camps, and fast travel beacons on your map. You can fast travel directly to fast travel beacons and party camps by interacting with their icons on the map. Tracked quest objectives are marked with the following icon. Untracked quest objectives are also marked on the map with that following icon. Press the right mouse button while hovering over an untracked quest objective to make it your tracked quest. Alright, there we go. And so we have the lighthouse here, and if we zoom out, we can see that the old Paragon Wall is all the way over there. Message from afar. That's our current quest that we're tracking. Find the Strangled Root. And it seems like this is Paradis. The city over here is Paradis. I don't know. So we must be on the outskirts of Paradis? Let's see what we got here. Yeah. We have a backpack. You hear that shivering noise that cues us in that is in fact searchable. We got silver fennings. We have a common dagger, a Zarup tongue, monster part, enchanting material, and lockpicks. There we go. Daggers stab very quickly with high critical hit chance. However, they deal lower damage and stun. They also have very low block efficiency, incurring a high stamina cost when blocking. Angar says, is this game first person only? Oh, no, Angar. You can actually play this game in third person if you would like. So I'm going to show you that setting real quick. Let's see. Game. Great to have you here, Angar. It's been too long since we've had a chance to hang out over here on the good old mega dungeon that makes up my channel here. Let's go ahead and apply that change so I can show you third person. And there you go. You can see my character here in third person. So if you want, you could play the game in third person, as I'm doing now. There's that option. The Eye of Rimmergrand. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and take a look at that setting. John says, all right, just want to drop in for a bit and say hi. Time for lunch now, though. Sounds good, John. Good to have you here. Thanks for dropping on by, and looking forward to getting together with you and the rest of the nights, hopefully this Friday, for adventures on the new Legacy Shard of Ultima Online. All right, let's take a look here. I'm going to mark off third person very quickly. I prefer the first person view myself. Let's take the Eye of Rimmergrand here. Press and hold Q to throw your equipped throwable. Change your equipped throwable in the action radial. Throwables come in many elemental variants capable of building up accumulations in combat. Grenades in particular are extremely effective at stunning enemies. Okay, that's good to know. We do, as a melee character, we're always looking for ways to stun our opponents. So that's good to know. And as you can see here, I was just saying, Angar, how this game really rewards exploration. So, you know, we turned away from the docks, and we were already being rewarded. Cooking recipes. You require an ingredient used to cook recipes in the party camp. Use the cauldron to create consumables with enhanced effects. You're already being rewarded for going off the beaten path. This is a screenshot right here. Just look at that beautiful view. Maleficent, she's a very patient girlfriend. She knows that I like to stop and... I mean, when we go on vacation, I'm constantly taking photographs of these views that capture my imagination. Angar says, looks good. How does combat feel? You know what, Angar? I think they've done a pretty good job with combat so far. You should probably, you know, get stuck in combat fairly soon, I'm hoping. This game is offers a great balance between story, exploration. Oh, we got freezing water. Water can be frozen to create traversable ice platforms by casting an ice spell, using an enchanted weapon, or throwing an Eye of Rimmergrand on the water's surface. Ooh. Okay, that's a little tip there. As I was saying, this game offers a great balance between exploration, story, and combat. At least that's what I found in the opening moments of the game. So there is an interesting item there. I'm going to drop a save. Let's take a look. I don't think I can... Can I climb my way up here? Doesn't look like I can. So let's go back. And let's try freezing that water as the tooltip is suggested. Alright. Oh, what's this? We got cabbage. Yeah, we can take that. It's a consumable. Happy to take that. And let's go into our radial menu here. E. We got the Eye of Rimmergrand. And let's press Q. Huh. I don't think that's going to work for us. Maybe. Let's see. Will this do the trick? It did. We got an amethyst. We have awakened wood, which is an enchanting material. It's a monster part. An iron chunk. An upgrade material, and pelts. Upgrade materials. You have just acquired an upgrade material. Upgrade materials are used to improve weapons and armor. of the matching material type and quality. Upgrade materials can also be combined to create upgrade materials of higher quality. The workbench in the party camp enables you to upgrade your items by using these upgrade materials. John says, see you soon. Appreciate that, John. Yeah, so far, Avowed has proven itself to be an absolute delight to play and explore. Mind you, this is just my second, oops-a-days. This is just my second foray into Avowed, but the first episode was memorable enough that I was really looking forward to getting back into this game today once I got back from that Valentine's weekend with Maleficent. We got Paradisian Trout Pie here. +1 intellect and resolve, +10 maximum essence. Pick that up. We got an apple, which gives us essence regeneration. Candle. Little tent. Some flowers, which I don't think are attractive. We got some sort of giant fish here. Fish trap. Fishing tools. A shark. Maybe suggesting that this water is not as safe as I was assuming it was. We have some sort of damaged building here. Okay, as you can see, there's just a heck of a lot to do. There's a heck of a lot to do on this map, and I'm a completionist, so we will do much of this. I'm going to go and head back towards the lighthouse. Oops, today's. Before we do that, I just want to see if there's anything to be found here. Fireforge, if you're still lurking around, any chance you might be able to join me Wednesday or Thursday for some off-stream Ultima Online shenanigans, or is it going to be a tough week for you that way? Just be careful. We don't want to. We don't want to end up hurting ourselves for the fall. Out of item. I wonder what that means. Let's head towards this this lighthouse. Just testing out combat again. There we go. That's my power hit. And there's the abandoned lighthouse. Paradisian ladder. Take that. Making our way back to, I believe, our origin. Claviger's Landing. We have something here. Firestar is command. Firestar is a command that orders Kai to burn away webs, brambles, or other flammables. To use the Firestarter, open the action radar and select Kai's command while aiming at a flammable object. Okay, so we're assuming this is a flammable object. We're going to go and use this. Nice. There we go. Kai's destroyed those brambles, and we have a lockbox here with copper skit, Zarp tongue, and pelts. I'm going to go ahead and take all that. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Garrus, a.k.a. Lizardflame 1, joining us from North Dakota, long-time adventurer. Always good to see a veteran like yourself here at the channel. Garrus, saying good afternoon all. I'm telling you, I'm loving this game. So far,
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so, actually. There are some Pargrunan ruins to the north, just across the river from the Strangle route. The Pargrunan are said to have left behind many treasures.
Very good. I will remember. You will be justly compensated upon my return.
Yeah, sure. Just be careful, all right? The land gets more dangerous the further north you go. No telling what might be waiting for you.
Do not worry, little man. I have stared death in the face before, and have no fear of these supposed dangers.
All right. Well, good luck.
Learned of ruins north of Strangle route. This is the adventure.
It's a fine day for adventuring. Greetings, godlike.
An Amawa? Already citizen.
Something tells me I won't be getting that compensation.
Ah. Fireforge, can we get some of the Banhammer moderation over on the Twitch channel? Keep an eye on that. We seem to occasionally get, not necessarily unwelcome.
How hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind.
That again seems to have a problem. Let's investigate.
I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
I'm gonna say, I don't think Dawn Shore is much for niceties.
It wouldn't kill them to think about it, at least. How hard could it be to find a watcher?
I'm gonna say, I might be able to find one. What's it worth to you?
I have a little money, if that's what you mean. I assumed I'd have to pay the watcher, though. I have a strange problem, you see.
I'm gonna say, can't you get the militia's help?
A band of Zorips invaded my house. Have you ever seen Paradise's militia fight Zorips willingly?
I'm gonna say, how is consulting a watcher supposed to help with that?
I don't know. Maybe they're drawn to a spirit there? I've tried everything else. I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed. I did ask the militia. They weren't risking their lives for a poor shelter folk. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
I'm gonna say, who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
I'm gonna say, chin up. Why don't I look into the Tsar problem for you?
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
Resolve 3-1. You'll get your cabin back. That's a promise.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Okay, here we go. We found our first side quest adventures here in the world of Avowed. I'm going to retrace my steps back to our landing here. This is sort of where the developers would expect the player to.
Getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3-1.
Why doesn't the Claviger put a stop to it?
What do you think, dimwit? He's nice and cozy in the ambassador's pocket. That's enough for now. We got a listener.
Ah, they spotted me. I like that. Fireforge says, yeah, let me switch over to Twitch. I'm on my phone at work. Gotcha, Fireforge. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming Bosma to the Wyvern's Lair, saying salutations. Always good to have you here, Bosma. Fireforge says, there we go. Awesome. Thanks, Fireforge. Oh, look at that, fast travel.
Porgrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Approach fast travel beacons to unlock access to them on the map. Select fast travel icon on the map to fast travel to it. So we've unlocked our first fast travel beacon here. I wonder, can I destroy these things? No. They're not destructible. Is there a way to sheath my weapon again? Oh well, it eventually will go away. Clavberger's Landing. Jago the Sea Wolf. Sparrowhawk Wastrel.
Piss off. What are you looking at?
Alright. Those guys don't have much to say to me. And we got a pod here.
Hey! Better watch your step.
And Brentis.
Keep walking, Outlander.
Alright, they have nothing to really share with us. So let's take a look at our map. And see what we got here. Upgrade your armor at the workbench. Armor fit for the wilds. And that's the cottage. So let's go ahead there. Let's go ahead and track that quest. Start making our way over to that waypoint. Stores allow you to buy and sell items with currency. Nearby stores will appear with a money pouch icon on the compass at the top left of the screen. Speak with a merchant to view their stock.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Falter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Where do you get your wares?
From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly. And a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
I didn't consider the legitimacy of your wares, but I am now.
Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains.
All right. You're not doing much to gain my confidence.
Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
All right, let's see what you have for sale. Okay, my inventory and Valter's scavenged sundries. So this is what we're looking at here. And this is everything, really. Common mace, common great swords, 180. I am carrying 500 coin with me, I guess. And I've got the common great hammer equipped. Common great sword. Oh, it's oh wait, let's see. Compared to the common bow. No, I want to compare to the great hammer if possible. Are you sure you want to sell the common great hammer for 36? Cancel. No, we don't want to do that. I'm just wondering how we can get it compared. That's interesting. Common breastplate. Oh, it's showing that we could upgrade the common breastplate. Compared to the combo. How do we get it compared to my other weapon here? Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, let's try that, I guess.
Nice to see you again.
Alright, let's see what you have for sale. What's it comparing? It's still comparing to the common bow for some reason. That is interesting. Shipped. Sort by value. Fine archivist, fine great hammer. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. I'll have to figure that out. Unless you're Captain Sidric.
I'd hate to be in your shoes, envoy.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
We got Lina here.
Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
I'm going to say, are you and Kai old friends?
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Let's see what you have for sale. So we got, let's take a look over at armor. We're wearing the common breastplate. They have common plate mail. Ooh, that's kind of tempting. And it's comparing it to the common breastplate. So it seems to compare to the topmost item on your inventory. No, I don't want to do that. How do I, like, my value, sort by weight. Okay. Got you. So maybe that's how we do it. Sort by value, sorted by type, sorted by name, quality, type, and weight. Okay, that brings the hammer to the top. Let's go back over here. Common plate armor. Can't be on sale for 25, can it? And we can sort this. Okay, I see. Quality. All right. Fine plate armor. So how much of an upgrade would this be for me? 12% damage reduction plus 1 additional damage reduction. And that's the stamina penalty for it.
The living lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs armaments.
Garrus says, hey DM Wyvern, you look like you're ready to play in the Four Nations face-offs. I love those old school hockey masks. Appreciate that, Garrus. Glad you're digging the little bit of theater I brought to my live streams in the new year here. Let's talk to Merchant Dagrada.
Welcome to Dawnshore, Traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Volter warned me about you.
I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
What happened to break up your marriage?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Just looking at your wares. So you can see all sorts of components here. Mostly foodstuffs, it seems. Okay. Sounds good. Let's return back to...
Look good and stay alive.
That sounds like a plan. Let's talk to Volter one more time.
Nice to see you again. How can Volter be of assistance?
See what we get for sale. Go back to weapons. Let's sort by weight. Are we comparing it to the... We're still comparing it to the common bow. Why? Why are we comparing it to the common bow? That is so interesting. I can't get a comparison to the common great hammer here for some reason. Okay. Well, we'll leave that mystery aside. push on. Got a note here. Test your mettle. Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come see for yourself. Whether you're a Paradisian native or an Andirian newcomer, or anyone else, you're welcome in my arena. Just leave your problems and politics at the threshold unless you want to be the next one to test my theory that Kith can fly, but only straight towards the ground, and only once. Come to the top of Magrin's assay to see what you're made of. Quasmina, the weapons master. Alright, that sounds kind of cool. We can open this door. No. Let's head back this way. Got some chickens here. Not every NPC you can interact with or speak with. Some are just window dressing for the scene, it seems. Which is nice and reasonable. That is a very colorful creature, whatever that is. What is this thing? Huh. Like a cross between a cow and a parrot. Chickens, exotic chickens. Let's head over to this waypoint. Vona's Threshold Party Camp. You can set up party camp at large Adira waystones found throughout the Living Lands.
Maybe it's superstition, but Madra like this usually marks a good spot to rest.
Okay. Let's go ahead and interact with it. Set up party camp? Yes. Avowed Premium Edition. You can change companion outfits at the main camp tent in party camp. The Obsidian and Eora armor sets are accessible via the party stash at the party camp. Armor fit for the wilds. Upgrade your armor at the workbench.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
The icon displayed above a companion's head or next to their name indicates that they are ready to share with you. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while.
Her Majesty
Perhaps
joining
I've
us.
got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
All the way from the Abyss via Finland. Our great friend, Queen Tiamat, saying, how's adventuring with a fish person? / bow. Good to have you here, Queen Tiamat. So far, so good, Queen. No complaints. Avowed's very inviting.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
As you can see here, I'm getting a background choice from my character creation of War Hero. And that allows me to choose the following option. I distinguish myself with the tall grass. I've seen more than my share of battle.
Tall grass, huh? Even in Rawatai, you lot are the stuff of legend. I guess I should count myself lucky our paths didn't cross sooner. But that raises a bigger question. Why would your emperor send one of his most accomplished warriors all the way out here?
I'm investigating the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I'm going to say I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here... Sorry. These are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
What's known about the Dream Scourge?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
That's why I'm here, to find the source and put a stop to it.
I like your confidence, just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many adherent troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Why are you looking for the Clavenger anyway?
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I serve at the Emperor's pleasure, and he sent me here. That's it.
Ah. I used to march to a similar drumbeat back when I served in the Rawatayan Navy. But that's a story for another time. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again, even if it's just for a while.
What can you tell me about Paradis?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
Queen Tiamat says apparently the game doesn't allow you to become cuddle buddies. Yes, Queen Tiamat. Obsidian has traditionally steered away from romance options for players in most of their games, which I think is unfortunate. I think it would, I think Slandered, my good friend Slandered Gaming put out a video a couple of days ago citing that as a shortcoming for the entirety of Obsidian game experiences. I think it does add something if the player can invest emotionally in one of their NPC companions and strike up a romance for them. So hopefully Obsidian, explores that in later games. But yes, no cuddle buddies, unfortunately, in Avowed. I do have, what's this, the Ballarrock? Ballarrocks are massive creatures native to the Living Lands, frequently in hibernation and rarely spotted in the wild. Legends tell that a Ballarrock's form reflects their preferred season and ecosystem, where they act as hunters and guardians. What's a Tallgrass? The Tallgrass are a distinguished unit of Adirian pikemen who report to the Emperor and showcase the discipline of Adir's military. There we go. Let's see. And this is basically locked to, I think, my conversation with Kai here. So I got to remember that whenever I'm talking to NPC, don't be afraid to dive into this and take a closer look at some of the tooltips here. But there we go. I'm going to say you don't seem to think much of Paradis or the people who come here.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
The ultimate proving ground, a place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
What was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
Until the Dream Scourge, you mean?
Dangers in the wilds is nothing new out here, but something about the Dream Scourge is. And if that weren't enough, a lot of people aren't too keen on Adir's presence and affiliations out here. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Why is the soul plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths, like mine. I say, I've been hearing a strange voice since I arrived.
Well, you seem pretty lucid to me. I wouldn't worry. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
I've got questions about you.
So did my commanding officers.
When did you come to Paradis?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before? A change from what?
I was living in a settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawataian expatriates.
Adventurers, please join me in welcoming my great friend Joker Soul Dragon to the Wyverns are saying, DM Wyvern, how goes it? I've been really wanting to play this game too. So far, a lot of fun, Joker. Early days though. Thirdborn, let's go ahead and figure out some of this history and lore that we are being introduced to in this conversation with Kai Samawa. Thirdborn is the main settlement in the Shatterscarp region of the Living Lands. It is primarily occupied by Rawatauan expatriates, sailors, soldiers, explorers, and merchants. Falson Hilgard is an Adirian ambassador dispatched to the Living Lands on a mission of peace and mutual cooperation. His headquarters are located at the Adirian Embassy in the city of Paradis. Is there anything else that we want to take a look at? I think that's good. Let's return back to our conversation with Kai here. I'm going to say, you still haven't told me why you left.
You're pretty nosy, aren't you?
Wait for him to answer.
I can see how you and Inquisitor Ludwig got along. Things just didn't work out there. Let's leave it at that.
What did you do before coming to the Living Lands?
I joined up with the Rawatai Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
I must say, Rawatai's had a presence in the Deadfire for the better part of a century. I must say, that must have been before you restyled yourselves as the Royal Deadfire Company. Take a look at this lore thing here. Inquisitor Ludwig is the leader of the Steel Garrote Paladin. She fell in battle in the Deadfire Archipelago and later returned as a Death Guard. Relentless and uncompromising, Ludwig strikes fear in the hearts of her enemies. That sounds badass. I'm going to say that must have been before you restyled yourselves as the Royal Deadfire Company.
Not that long before, but yeah. Back then, we weren't even making pretenses at our purpose there. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
I'm going gonna say, sounds familiar.
To add air bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either.
I say, then what did you see?
Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
I'm gonna say, desertion is a serious crime in the Rautawan Navy.
That's why I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Rauataian deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
War hero. Same shit, different uniform.
Yeah, it just took me a little longer to figure that out. Being part of a squad kept me going. For a while, anyway. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
I'm gonna say, did you find something better here?
I did. Yeah. For a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Believe me, I know.
I figured.
You were originally from Rauatai.
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
We have Amawa and Idir too, you know. I'm gonna say, why leave Rauatai?
The real question is why not? Rauatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
I'm gonna say, I've been to Rauatai. I remember your constant storms.
Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Adversity builds strength and character.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rauatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rauatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
We got another unusual term there. A couple, actually. Hauna are the indigenous culture of the Deadfire Archipelago, keen sailors and survivors who thrived in the harsh region for thousands of years. Long ago, they were an imperial power ruling from the great city of Akazoya. Today, their diminished but influential authority can be found in the island of Nekataka. We also heard of Noia, a Ratuan word for big, often used in conjunction with official titles. There we go. I'm going to say, Rauatai's prosperity has become the envy of the other old empires.
It's been hard won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the Living Lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
Let's talk about Dawnshore.
I'll tell you what I can.
All right, I think that's it. I've got questions about you.
And I've got answers. Some of them may even be true.
Oh, that's it. We've exhausted all our dialogue options with Kai for now, so let's leave him to it. That's all. I'll leave you to it.
You know where to find me.
Let's look for that workbench. Party stash, store items. You can store items in this party stash at your party camp. Stashing items from your inventory can reduce your overall weight and prevent encumbrance. Okay, that's good to know. And there's our workbench. You can upgrade items and armor at the workbench in party camp. Upgrading your items is integral to your combat effectiveness and requires specific upgrade materials. Upgrading items. Select a weapon or piece of armor from the left side of the screen to upgrade. In order to upgrade, you must have enough upgrade materials of the corresponding type and quality. You can also combine upgrade materials to create those of higher quality. The results of your upgrade are displayed on the right side of your screen. Material types. Materials come in numerous types, each with their own purpose. Weapon materials, metals like iron chunks, and woods like softwood branches, they're primarily materials used to upgrade weapons. Armor materials, skins like pelts and tanned hides, etc., are the primary materials used to upgrade armor. Universal herbs, native herbs like Paradisian Ladder and Hyla's Talon, etc., are used to upgrade all items. Adra and its variants are used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Enchanting materials, a variety of monster parts like Zarb tongues, spider legs, and ogre blood, etc., are used to enchant and augment unique weapon enchantments. Okay, there we go. Joker says, how goes it, Queen Tiamat? I bet you're a busy lady. And DM Wyvern, well, Wyvern, I'll do a live camera gameplay in my full knight's gear in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That sounds like something worthy to watch, Joker Soul Dragon. I'll be looking forward to it. All right, let's see what we can upgrade. So we are missing materials for that, but we can upgrade our common breastplate here. Let's go ahead and do that. Common breastplate to common quality +1, sure. There we go. And that's it. That's all we can do.
Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there.
All right. I think we've basically wrapped up the camp. How do we leave the camp? That's my next question. Oh, okay. Enchanting stations. Unique weapons can have their primary enchantment further improved or augmented at the enchanting station in the party camp. Augmenting a unique enchantment replaces the original enchantment, is permanent, and requires a variety of materials. Okay. So this is the enchant unique weapons. There we go. Select a unique weapon from the left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement for its primary enchantment on the right side of the screen. Enchanting requires specific enchanting materials and currency. It also cannot be undone. Enchanting materials consists of a variety of monster parts like Zarb tongue, spider legs, ogre blood, etc. We do not have any uniques, so we cannot put down any enchantments. We'll leave that alone for the time being. Alright, we press M. How do we leave party camp? I'm guessing we can leave the party camp through the cauldron. Nope, you can cook recipes at the cauldron in the party camp. Recipes allow you to combine certain ingredients to create consumables with enhanced effects. Even rotten foods can be used in cooking. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Select a recipe to cook from the left side of the screen. You can view the resulting consumable and its enhanced effects on the middle side of the screen. Select your ingredients on the right side of the screen. Okay, there we go. And these are the recipes that we currently know. We got plenty of materials for it, actually. We got All's Leaf Tea, which restores 150 essence regeneration and has an additional effect of plus 20% maximum essence, which we use for our special powers. tea made from fragrant herbs native to the living lands. We also have arak. Also restores regeneration. A sweet syrupy liquor made from palm sap, sugarcane, or fruit. There's no agreed upon definition of arak, and this distilling process varies greatly from region to region, as does the flavor, kind of like a beer. We also can make a grenade if we wanted. A ball of iron packed with explosive powder. Impact with a solid surface shocks the contents within, triggering an incendiary reaction of deadly concussive force. We can make grog. Cures poison, bleed, and elemental accumulations, and restores health based on the amount cured. Plus 50% poison, bleed, and elemental damage resistance. Makes 2 grog. A simple blend of liquor and water. As barrels of water quickly stagnate over weeks at sea, this beverage offers a safe alternative for sailors and is much more prized. Any sufficiently potent spirit will do when mixing grog, and no 2 casks ever taste alike. We got Merc Brew, plus 2 intellect and plus 10% maximum essence. A dark brew to wake up the senses, a dash of milk, and sugar cut to bitterness. And we have stew here. A wonderful savory broth filled to the brim with vegetables and aromatic spices to make a stew that warms you from the inside out. Alright, so we definitely want to make some of this. So let's see, how do I actually make this? Oh, there we go. It's going to require 1 mushroom, 1 produce, 2 produce actually, fruit and veg. Okay, we'll go ahead and craft that. Craft, sure. Done. We also want some stew. It's going to take 1 cooked meat, 1 produce. Alright, we're going to go ahead and craft that too. Let's go ahead and cook some more stew. Let's make some grog. There we go. And we can also make, I believe we're good there. Totem Shrine. You can display collected totems and totem fragments at the totem shrine in the party camp. Each totem is dedicated to a particular god in Yora's pantheon. Totems will provide powerful effects while they are active. Only 1 totem can be active at a time. We cannot interact with it because I don't think we have a totem. Party stash. Main camp tent. You can change companion outfits at the main camp tent in party camps. Let's take a look. Select your companion's outfits. So we have the default outfit, the Ayora collection, and the Obsidian collection. That looks good. And go with the Obsidian collection. Let's see, does that reflect on him? It does. Nice. And how do we leave? Rest for the night and exit party camp. Yes. There we go. So we just went through the party camp system. Learned a little bit about Kai and his background. Fought in the Rawatayan Navy before
Another palisade just like the last. When this one falls, what do you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. It's that sort of thing.
If the stone wall up the road didn't last, your pointy sticks don't stand a chance. And neither do we.
Look out, sir. Can't guarantee your safety past these palisades.
So we have another companion here. I believe they are an officer of Edir. Let's talk to Malthek.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stranger route is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, earth eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal.
Barath is the god of death cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability. They take the form of the Pallid Knight, a black-clad soldier, or the Usher, a wrinkled, silent dwarf, tasked with moving souls along the wheel into their next life. Of course, we are the envoy, an official representative of Adir, sent on behalf of the Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge and maintain order in the Living Lands. I'm going to say Wyvern in the flesh.
They said the Emperor sent one of his best and brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
Aethys is the god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Years ago, a farmer by the name of Waidwin claimed to be a vessel of Aethys and went on a rampage across the eastern reach. Aethys was destroyed, but later rose again in the Deadfire Archipelago. What happened to him there is a matter of speculation. I lost most of my crew in a shipwreck at Fort Northreach. Then the Fort Steadman tried to kill me.
Did you deserve it? Kidding. Sorry to hear, Envoy. The Living Lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have possessed them to do that. Hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adir's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adir makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past.
The Adiran Empire, your homeland. The Adiran Empire is a nation to the west, steeped in ancient traditions and laws. Several Adiran emperors have tried and failed to grow their power and influence through colonization. Time will tell if the empire expands or retracts, thrives or dies. I'm going to say, what did you do?
Mostly it was petty larceny. Sometimes it was spiteful larceny. Got caught when I helped a pretty girl rob her husband. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose.
Hey, you could do a lot worse than sun, adventure, and time away from the jails.
Seems reasonable to me, too. If I get lucky, I might even die out here. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more Palisades.
Have you seen any sign of the Adiran ambassador?
He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort.
Tell me about the ambassador.
Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No, I hear he's about to sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man.
Alright, we've already seen that. The Clavager is the Paradisian equivalent to a governor. Unlike most bureaucrats, the Clavager is unelected and often hostile toward official procedures. Instead, they are informally chosen from among those who know the city best, tasked with maintaining Paradis, defending it, and reining in its worst impulses. I'm going to say I'd be interested in any gossip about the Claviger.
Hot-tempered bastard. I think the ambassador's scared of him, but won't do a thing because the Claviger keeps the wheels turning. Good at its job, though. Purportedly. Bad about his confections. Sweet tooth like a hummingbird's. He and the ambassador make a good pair, honestly. The ambassador talks a lot. The Claviger gets the administrative day-to-day done.
About Inquisitor Lodwin, what do you think of her?
Honestly, I'm more scared of her than Wodika. At least I understand why the Burned Queen is so pissed. Ludwig runs the Steel Garrote, Wodika's Order of Paladins. The only thing they care about is their Burned Queen. There's honor among thieves, Envoy. But zealots, they'll raise the world for their god.
I'm going to say, well, let's take a look at that. Steel Garrote is an order of paladins fiercely devoted to Wodika, goddess of law and discipline. Known for their cruelty and determination, the Steel Garrote would stop at nothing to hunt down oathbreakers, deserters, and heretics. They are led by Inquisitor Lodwin. I'm going to say, anything you miss about Adir?
About Adir. Same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. But truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Wodika. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here.
And Wodika, also known as the Burned Queen, Strangler, Oathbinder, and the Queen that was, is the goddess of justice, laws, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. She is depicted as an old noblewoman wearing a broken crown. Steel Garrote paladins worship Wodika, and some say, do her bidding. Why have you set up palisades here?
Just take a look down the road, and you'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy.
I'm gonna say... Wilds at bay? What's so dangerous up there?
The Strangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway.
Anything else I should know?
Pargrunin beer is surprisingly terrible. Always trust in a Mauen to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something. And watch out for poets. Something's odd about them.
Althea is a really well-written character. I love her dialogue. Let's take a look at Pargrun. The Pargrunin are a subculture of the Aptapo mountain dwarves, known as keen explorers and faithful defenders of their traditions. They settled in the Living Lands centuries ago, forging a new homeland in the region of Gallowayne's Tusks. Given I'm rather new here, I'd love your thoughts on the general lay of the land.
Listen, Envoy. I'm here to build defenses against the land. You want geography lessons? Go ask a cartographer. I do know a few things, though. So, ask.
Any settlements of note in the Living Lands?
No, none. It's all untamed wilderness and feral heathens. I'm joking. Of course there are. There's Fjord, which is run by animancers. Thirdborn, where all the ruffians dwell. And Solus Keep, which has the Pargrunin, who don't like anybody.
Yours run by animancers. What?
And happily, too. Sounds like they've got a whole colony of inventors and researchers there. If I want a servant of the Adiran Empire, I might say it sounds fascinating. Groundbreaking, even. I know animancy is considered blasphemous and dangerous, but Fjord supplies most of the produce we eat here in Paradise. They must be doing something right.
Let's take a look at this. Fjordmes Erverno is a city in Emerald Stair. Founded by Valian expatriates 50 years ago, the city prides itself on being an intellectual haven where freethinkers and animancers can research in peace. Animancy is the science and art of soul manipulation. Though popular in the Valian republics, animancy is widely considered controversial, heretical, and too dangerous to tolerate. Animancers are routinely hunted and driven out in many parts of Eora. Ruffians and Thirdborn, huh?
Miscreants and layabouts and all those great things. The kind of people who can make a life out of impossibly bad situations. Settlement's just as rough and tumble. Wouldn't mind having a drink with the locals, to be honest. They sound like they've got stories. You know what I mean? Heard they're under siege right now, though, by those dream thralls. Wouldn't want to be them, between the desert weather and that.
Dream thralls. Why can't we... Huh. Can't select that for some reason. What do you mean when you say Solace's Keep inhabitants don't like anybody?
I mean, the Pargrunin dwarves won't talk to anybody. They stay inside Solace Keep and just never come out.
Solace Keep is an ancient fortress, Gallowayne's Tusk, and the primary residence of the Wardens. The keep is used to defend the region from outsiders and to monitor volcanic activity. What if I do want a geography lesson?
Once again, I'm no cartographer. But you know what they say about continents with small acreage? They've got big personalities. Little bit of everything here. Poison swamps, deserts, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes, acid seas. Because why not? A cartographer might be able to tell you more. I hear there's one in town.
How do you feel about the Living Lands?
That it lives up to its name. Wilder place than Adir, which has been stomped into civility. The Living Lands scares our empire, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be sending its most expendable folk here. Present company excluded, of course. I think the Living Lands won't want to be leashed by the Empire, though. But that's my opinion. I've been here a while.
Do you think the locals will take well to seeing a godlike?
I don't know. I mean, I know some people in Adir think of godlike as blessed by the gods. What with you lot having a divine resemblance and all. Although, I guess some folk think godlike are cursed. Depends on what sort you are. Frankly, I don't know if I've seen your particular kind before. Still, I think there are stranger things than you in the Living Lands, Envoy. No offense, but more importantly...
I have some other questions.
Ask them then. You're a nice distraction, Envoy.
Alright, that's it. Hold the wall. Malthaya, a great character to add flavor and context to the new realm we find ourselves in here. Let's do some exploring here. Fine, Adir and Mead. +2 perception, +10 maximum essence. We're going to go ahead and take that. It's not considered stealing, so off it goes with us.
So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing for them?
Realize? They're never gonna realize anything of the sort. We'll always be the invaders to them.
No, I don't think so. It's only been a few years. They'll come around eventually, I'm sure of it. They have to.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, kid. I honestly don't care what the locals think. Past time they joined the civilized world.
The locals are bound to like us eventually.
Deer and recruits.
I admire the Steel Garot's devotion to Wodika. But I'd be lying if I said Ludwig didn't make me shiver.
Ludwig, gotcha, there we go. That's how you pronounce her name. ahead and do some investigating, shall we? What a gorgeous world this is. What is this? Magran's Assay. Ah. Apparently there's an arena up here. I guess these are... Maybe it's a militia outpost or Paradis? Paradis militia instructor.
Unless you're here to trade, don't bother me. Our citizens depend. Swing like you need.
There's the watchtower. What do we have here? Let's go into the assay and see what we have here. Common axe. Pick that up. Axes swing with average speed, delivering moderately high damage and stun. However, they have only moderate block efficiency and incur a moderate stamina cost when attacking. Cannons. And I hear the shimmering of something in the background. And there we go. We got Fine Adiran Mead. Faithful Wine, plus 2 Constitution, plus 5% damage reduction in the chest. Copper skit, pelt, and a softwood branch and upgrade material. We also have something over here, apparently. Essence potion, we'll pick that up. That's it. Nothing more. Set up the stairs. Oh, we have a note. Test your metal. We've read that before. Cosmina, the weapons master. Probably up here somewhere in the tower.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging?
Shut up and roll, you two.
Some sailors here.
Dad, I have to figure out how he does it. It's killing me.
He's up to something. I know it.
Too easy.
During the game of Skeep. There's Cosmina. Look alive, Magris. Magro would be ashamed to witness such incompetence. My grandfather could do a better job than you lot, and he's missing both arms. Put your backs into it. These palisades are going to hold themselves. Cosmina sounds charming. Fresh water, plus 25% movement speed. That could be really good for us. We need to move. Copper Skeep. We'll happily take that. Candy nuts. Essence regeneration. Some sort of galley here. We got cooked rabbit. 150 health regeneration. Grab that too. And there's Cosmina. Paradis, the living lands, rolling before us. We got a chest that we can investigate. F to hold. There we go. Lockpick to get into here. Agate, Paradisian ladder, pelts, iron chunk, and metal bracers. I think we can equip that. Let's go to inventory. Metal bracers. 10% ability cast speed. Metal braces protect the arms from weapon blows and animal bites, making them popular among the Rangers of Emerald Stair. Earning one's bracers is considered a rite of passage, symbolizing that those who defend the Living Lands must first defend themselves. Can we equip this? Court gloves. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, we'll hang on to that. And let's talk to Cosmina.
Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
War hero. Recruit. I've spent my life on the front lines for Adir.
You're not the only soldier here, pup. If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove to me what you've got? Spar with me. I'll take on you and your big blue friend.
If you're sure, I've got plenty of reach.
I'm gonna say, what's in it for me?
You mean besides the thrill? I'll give you a weapon of your choice from the armory if you win.
And if I lose?
Then we call in a priest. But not for me.
Might. We shall see who needs the priest.
Yes. Summon the fire within you. In Magran's name, prepare yourself.
This one's mine.
Okay, let's go ahead and get Kai's ability going.
Hey! Over here!
All right. Well done. You have passed. It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a...
I'm interested in the hammer.
Ah, nothing more satisfying than smashing your foes until they're a bloody pulp. You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'll take the hammer.
It is done. May Magran's wrath fall upon your enemies, envoy.
All right, we got another common great hammer, it seems. So it's just a repeat of what we already have. Breaks down into 2 iron chunks. Okay, and sells for 36. Let's return to our party camp. You want to travel to Avona's Threshold Party Camp and set up camp? Yes. We're going to go ahead and unload some of the equipment that we have on ourselves. How's everyone doing so far in the stream? Who's still with me? What are you guys thinking of Avowed so far? Let's go ahead and access the store here. So we're going to go ahead. Let's store the common sword, the wand, the 2 common spears, accept, common round shield, grimoire, dagger. There we go. Get rid of all that stuff too. Perfect. I think we're looking good. Take a look at my encumbrance. Yep, excellent. Let's go ahead and leave. Rest of the night, exit the party camp. Exit to the previous location. Excellent. Agar says, all good, bud. And Garrus has just got nothing but a smile. Glad to hear it. So far, so good. That was a good combat. I thought it would be a little bit more challenging with Cosmina, but turned out to be a fairly easy fight.
It was an honor.
All right. So nothing more than that here, but we do have a health potion, which we'll pick up. Take a look around here, make sure we're not leaving anything behind. Making sure we are investigating all the landscape, maybe hiding from us. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and leave the tower. And let's go and explore the lighthouse. I wonder if I can teleport to the lighthouse. Can we? No, we cannot. There's the lighthouse. Lighthouse plaque. The plaque reads, in honor of the friendship and bounty bestowed upon Paradis by Fior Miss Averno, 3 Majusta 2784 AI. May it triumph over darkness and guide us through these untamed lands. The note under it reads, by order of Clavenger Eamund, closed until further notice, repairs to the staircase and cupola are currently underway. At the bottom, a second note in larger handwriting says, heard Fenric's voice in the stairwell. Damn the repairs. Stay away from this place. A haunted lighthouse, it seems. Let's go ahead and take a look at my settings here. Game, graphics. How do we set this on? Epic. Graphics quality. Apply changes. Zoom game. Oops. Thought I could climb the stairs. There we go. Nope, that doesn't work. Oops, it is. Careful. Do we dare? Do we dare try? Oh, be careful.
Yeah.
Can't climb these mushrooms that serve grow out of the wall. Doesn't seem like we can climb the scaffolding either. And it just seems so weird that we can't climb these stairs. Oh, I think we were climbing the stairs just a moment ago. Let's try that one more time. Come on, man. There we go. Wow, just look at this. Just look at this. Do a quick check here. Yeah, I think I'm happy with high for the time being.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
All right, here we go. My fear of heights kicking in, adventurers. Oh no. What do we have here? Essence potion. Ooh, delally. Ooh, delally. Ooh, delally. How do we get further up the lighthouse? Let's back down a little bit. Let's drop a save, because we could plunge to our deaths at any moment. This might be where the road stops for us for the time being. I don't know how to get any further up here. I don't think we can climb the wall, can we? Nope. Okay, let's start making our way down. That always spooks me a little. we go. Excellent. So that's how you climb the stairs. And I think we can't... I don't know of a way to get any further up. Let's see. Am I missing something here? We'll try it once more. I think we can get to the top of the lighthouse. I'd like to think that we can. We'll try this once more. Let's see. Nope. Nope, can't climb up here. Nope, can't make it over there too. So it's just here. Yeah, I'm not so sure how to get up any higher than that, so we'll head back down. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use our map to fast travel to the camp. Valia. That's the lighthouse. Better days. Exit here. Let's pay a visit to the Zarup, shall we? What do we have here? Bunch of peppers. We have some sort of boarded up house here. The water mill.
Oh, look, Parady's and ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor.
It's good to know. Can we enter here?
Incoming
we can.
Here we go. Watch the left.
Oh my goodness. Combat. Combat. Oh, we can't get this going. There we go. Gotcha. We got one up on the ledge. How do we reach him? Hey, adventurers! Please join me in welcoming the best panda, Lily Panda, joining us all the way from beautiful New Zealand. Good to see you here, Lily. Saying, hi, Wyvern in chat. How is Avowed for you so far, Lily Panda? I am loving this game. Most importantly, how are you doing, Lily Panda? I always consider it, you know, an extra special stream when we're visited by our good old friend, Lily Panda. Got some copper skeets, some lockpicks, some pelts. I've just started playing Lily Panda. This is this is stream session 2 for my YouTube channel. But so far, I'm really enjoying the game feel of Avowed. No complaints. Still getting my mind around combat here, but yeah, it's going well so far. All right, let's see what we got. Stew, Enduring mead, fresh water, fruitful wine. Okay, we maybe don't want to eat this stuff here. Consumables. 10 options. Stew. We don't have. We can't just eat regular food. Let's see. There we go. See if we can eat something small for a little boost. A little boost of thorn fruit. think we're still okay. I really need to improve my my combat skills here. There's that chest. Let's figure out a way to get up to it. No, that's not gonna work. What about here? Maybe there's a way to get around to the chest from back here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is working. Oh, almost. Almost. Not quite. There we go. That worked. We just drop down here. We made the chest. Alright, we got copper skeet. We'll pick that up. Currency of the land. 2 grenades and a pelt. Happily take all that. Elite Panda says, busy panda times. Does the game fit well into the Pillars of Eternity world in terms of atmosphere? Atmosphere is the most important thing for me. I think it does. I think it so far, it feels like a Pillars of Eternity game set in the world of Eora. Very much so, Lily Panda. It's not a departure from Pillars of Eternity 1 or 2 in terms of world setting, for sure. There we go. We got some of this Paradisian ladder. We'll pick that up. Make sure we're not forgetting anything here. Ruins.
Yeah.
And make sure that I have my waypoint set. Let's see. There we go. Cabin fever. That's the one that we want active.
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
Whoa!
Show me what you got.
What's that? These things.
Next one's mine.
There we go. Tricky little thing. Ow. There we go. Gotcha. Queen T Matt says I'm going to hop off to play some Phasma with a friend. Have a good evening, y'all. Queen T Matt, thank you so much for dropping by, my good friend. Enjoy your Phasma session. Lily Panda says impressive parkour. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It does feel good. The parkour in the game does feel good. Now, if only I could figure out how to eat. Let's see, what is this? Grenades. Fresh water. Mead. I guess we could eat a stew at this point. There we go. Because I don't think you can actually replenish your health in combat. Copper skeet. Oops. Sorry. We'll take the copper skeet. And bound boots. Take a look at the bound boots here. Plus 15 maximum stamina. That's good for me. Reinforced leather bindings, shield the legs, encourage good circulation. Boots like these are worn on long journeys as protection against the elements and to bolster one's energy. Explorers in the Living Lands rely on both to survive. We'll equip that. And we'll search this small little encampment for any more goodies. Uh-oh. Oh man, this could be a big fight. What is this? Oh, here they come. Are they ranged? They're going away. Okay, that's good. That's good. Come back here, Kai. Come back. Come back. Come back. That's a lot of those guys. And abandon a deer and outpost? Let it to home. Dear Mother, every day on the front line is more dangerous than the last. I never thought I'd say that I would rather be facing an organized army than the encroaching wilderness, but this place is truly unlike any other. Still, through the grace of Vodka, we hold strong. The palisades are well defended, and our resolve is unbreakable. When the next wave comes, we will be ready. Reinforcements come from the homeland. Reinforcements from the homeland should be arriving within the week, and with them, relief. Know as you're reading this that sending this letter was the first thing I did when rotating away from the front. I love you, darling son. Take a look at the map. Slowly making our way to the cottage here. Let's take a look at what this
Those must be your ambassadors, man. That's a bad sign.
The ambassadors, men. Common great axe. Great axes deal very high damage and stun. They also have high block efficiency, allowing them to block with low stamina cost. However, they swing slowly with a high stamina cost. Okay. We got soul sponges here.
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads.
I would say so.
The local militia's lax at the best of times, which these are not.
Okay, we can't interact any further with that body there. Let's take a look at the great axe. So it's actually going to be a downgrade in terms of our damage between the common great hammer. Okay, we're going to stick with the great hammer. Lily Panda says that game is far too spooky for me. We're running Phasmo. Lily Panda, Queen Tiamat, Garrus, aka Lizard Flame 1, Angar, Flint Fireforge, very old names, treasured friends here at the Wyvern's Lair. Thank you all for being here. Isn't bad looking somewhere out there in the UK. Lily Panda says, this is the first time I'm seeing your face cam live, although I have seen it in the VODs. I appreciate that, Lily Panda. I made 1,000 subscribers at the end of last year. I've now become a YouTube partner, and I just thought that I would just try to take things up a notch here at the Wyvern's Lair for the new year. So I hope you're enjoying it. Lily Panda says, I always knew you'd have green scales. Thanks, Lily Panda. Equipment upgrade available. Visit party cam to upgrade. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, hey, we got things here. Let's go to the party cam first. Alright, so let's see what we can upgrade here. Missing iron chunks. We got that common great axe. What does it break down into? Well, before we sell it, here, let's take it across. Exit here. Take a look at my journal. Cabin fever. Okay, so we've actually completed these quests. Yeah, I want to quickly check something in town before we push on further. Sansa.
Que larde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
Gilardi, a valiant expression of approval meaning excellent or brave or defiant. Sansa is an eccentric but renowned valiant cartographer. He made a name for himself by mapping the perilous Deadfire Archipelago. His dog is named Caleb. I'm going to say... Is everyone in the Living Lands this invasive?
I apologize. My curiosity got the better of me. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
No, I haven't. I just got here.
Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
I'm going to say... Not to be rude, but where is this going?
His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
I say... By perilous, you mean...
Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
I'm going to say... I see why you're concerned. I'll keep my eye out for him.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Hightown. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
All right. Wanted. Sansa. Well, before I read Garamond's dispatch here, let me go ahead and say farewell to Angar as he dispatches himself away from our stream to spend time with Mrs. Saying, right, I'm off. Spend time with my lady. Have a great stream, boss, and chat, and hope to see you more in the right time zone soon. Angar, thank you so much, for my good friend. Enjoy your evening with your missus, and thank you for being here with us. So you play more Avowed. All right, Garamond's dispatch. Wanted, Sansa, proprietor of Sansa's Emporium, has reported his assistant Garamond missing in the wilds of Dawnshore. A reward will be offered for the return of Garamond's cartographic notes. Below is his last correspondence, posted to provide clues to his whereabouts. Sansa, pleased to report I've made it to Usher's Hand intact. I sense we've overestimated how far we can safely explore. We could outfit an entire expeditionary force with the bandits I've encountered on the main road alone. Nearly spent my whole purse bribing my way out of scraps. To think I used to gripe about the Principe. Never again. Anyway, here now. Set up camp in the caravan while I scout the ruins. I wonder whether anyone in the wayward throngs of Paradise is an expert on dead languages. What are we calling the ancients anyway? Godless? Not much of a name. You think on it, and I'll transcribe it. Hope I'm not writing down any curses. The higher spirits, Garamond.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
There we go. Picked up another quest along the way. Scavenger's Landing. We're gonna head back to the merchant area here real quick. There we go. Let's talk to the merchant.
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
Good old Walter. Let's see what you have for sale. Actually doesn't have any materials. Okay.
The living lands are a dangerous place.
Let's talk to Lana.
Time to resupply.
See what she has for sale. She's got pelts. Okay. Alright, we still have not found...
Welcome back. What can Daggerda do for you?
Let's see what Daggerda has for sale. Again, okay, got you. So, we should be careful with our inventory here. Let's head back very quickly to the party threshold camp here. The Ivana's threshold, sorry. Lee Panda says, bye, Ango. Good to see you. Have a good night. See if I can finish this quest before we wrap up the stream here. Exit here. And we're going to be heading this way again. We got a pool. It's not deep. Copper skeet, common pistol, 2 pelts, and a lockpick. Pistols require only one hand and shoot bullets perfectly straight at medium range, dealing moderately high damage stun. However, they have a slow rate of fire and their loud shots easily alert near enemies. Okay. Got ourselves another weapon. I believe we saw something this way. Wait for this thing to turn its back. Killed. Excellent. There we go. Oh. Dang. Down goes one. There we go. And we got a stun kill. Excellent.
Good fight.
Good fight indeed. Paradise Citizen. Take the copper skeet, the pelt, essence potion, and take a look at the hazing note. Welcome to the club. Your first job is to bring us a bear egg. Don't come back until you do. Beneath the main text is the word idiot scratched out, but still faintly legible. Adventurers, please join me in welcoming our great friend Gabriel Rodriguez, joining us all the way from beautiful Brazil. Good to have you here, Gabriel. Lee Panda says you clobbered the heck out of that mushroom. I did. I got turned around that fight. That's true. I was wailing on that mushroom like a blind adventurer. Margon's Blessing, 20% damage and plenty. Plus 20% damage and plus 20% damage reduction. That's really, really good. I can happily take Margaret's Blessing. That's a great buff for ourselves in a hard fight. Glad we got the stealth kill in. That was good. Gabriel Rodriguez says it's been a while. I know it has. How have you been, Gabriel? How goes things for you? Are you tapped out of the Ultima Online adventure with the rest of us? Or are you still interested in conquering the new legacy with us? Alright, we're slowly making our way, I think, to the right area here. Barrett's Gateway. Okay, that doesn't sound... I don't like anything to do with the Dead God's Gateway, so let's see if we can reach the cottage from this way around. Slowly making our way towards it this way. We may have to pass through Barrett's Gateway, though.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
I appreciate that. Oops.
It's a dangerous frontier out there.
Okay. Got some string berries we can take with us.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
He's not joking. Let's be mindful of where we step. Okay. Drop a save before we go hurtling off the edge of the game world here. I hear something down there that way. 136 meters away. Grab that. And we do have things in front of us. How many? How many do we have? We got a few. See if we can come around this way. What's behind here?
Zarps. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Okay. See if we can get here. Drop save. See if we can get in that stealth kill before we kick off combat. Gabriel says, I think I won't be playing Ultima Online a lot, but I'll be joining sometimes. That sounds good, Gabriel. In that case, I'll add you back to our private tech channel just so, you know, there might be times when you can jump in with us in the future. That's one.
Left leg.
Oh! That was amazing. Okay, we're gonna load that up again. I got yeeted. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Lily Panda says that is very pretty. I would say that that's how I describe Avowed so far in general. Lily Panda, it's come across as a very pretty game. Lily Panda says, "Wow." You needed. Hidden. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
This one's mine.
All right, we're in combat. Down it goes. Didn't mean to throw that. Uh-oh. Easily done. That's it. That was the fight.
The good old days.
Just like the good old days. I agree. Let's see. Copper skeet. A little further up. Dagon's Cottage, fast travel unlocked. Excellent.
This is the Hangen's place, or was. It's the Zarup's now.
Alright, let's see what we have in here. Hey, we leveled up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with our character here. So first we'll go to abilities. Let's see, if we were to invest it into might, that's a good upgrade for us. Might 15, plus 50% damage, plus 50% carry capacity. Character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Increases your damage from all sources, also increases your carrying capacity, which is the amount of weapons and armor you can carry before becoming encumbered. Great all-around choice for dealing more damage. We're going to go ahead and confirm that. Yes. And then we go to abilities. And what can we invest in? Increases the distance traveled during charge by 100%. Increases... Yeah, we're definitely going to go ahead and increase this. Oh, player level 5. So we need to invest that in player level 5. Got you. Let's see. Shield bash. Constant recovery. Toughness. Yeah, we definitely want more health for sure. Let's go ahead and grab that as well. More health is always good. Level 3, level 4. I like that. I like that so far. Okay. Unlock with Dagon's Key. I don't mean to throw these. There we go. 2 Zarps down. Not a hard fight. Dagon's journal. It happened again. When I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard some scratching, and sure enough, the Zarp was outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zorps always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table, and the Zarp is there, and we're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarp and it's just curious? What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy?
I'm going to say... She's been having dreams about a Zarp. What do you make of that?
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Okay, let's take a look. Before we do, let's see if there's anything hidden back here. Gabriel says, I was surprised to see Avowed on Xbox Game Pass. It's a Microsoft game, so that it shouldn't be too surprising. You know, they're always looking to add value, encourage people to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. I mean, it is the retail price for Avowed on Steam, whether it's the premium or standard edition, is quite pricey. Standard, I think, is $70, so you compare that to, like, I don't know, however many bucks a month it is for the Game Pass for the entire library of Xbox, and that's a pretty good deal for people. And it's the painting that Kai was referring to. Let's take a look at this, the crude wall painting.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarp holding hands. What do you see?
War hero. I see friends, not enemies. You think a Zarp painted this?
Why don't we ask Tehangen about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
There we go. We got copper skeet. We can pick that up. We got a chest here. Copper skeet. Binding copper, iron chunks, and a pelt. We also have a Zorp Forager here with Skeeping Egg. Grab that too. Just make sure we're not leaving anything behind here. Destructible walls. Certain destructible walls are weak and can be destroyed with explosive damage. Some spells, abilities like charge and grenades will produce explosive damage. Is this one of those weak walls? What are they talking about? There. Let's try it out. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's take a quick look around. Make sure we haven't missed anything here. Pelt and a grenade, we'll pick that up. Another way in. On Soul Twins, a treat seed. There are believed to be a number of phenomena that a soul can undergo during a cycle of reincarnation. Whether a minuscule fraction of a soul's essence is ground away by the forces of entropy, or the majority of it is lost to the beyond. No soul survives a journey around the wheel without at least some sort of fragmentation. In some exceptional cases, a soul can fracture cleanly into two even halves, each of which then inhabits a different creature upon the soul's return to Iora. Though rare, this occurrence has been well documented by scholars throughout the ages, especially since the founding of the Brackenbury Sanitarium in 2729 AI. In this treatise, I will compile what information I can on the soul twin phenomena, as well as dispel some of the many myths and misconceptions regarding what it truly means to be a soul twin. The lengthy document that follows is agonizingly dull and difficult to parse. We got some parodies and ladder here. We'll pick that up. Take a look around here. Just gorgeous. I wish I knew how to take screenshots of this thing, because I'd be taking a whole bunch of these magnificent vistas. Beautiful, gorgeous vistas, as Lily Panda pointed out. Got some dead Zorps here. Okay, before we go any further, let's return back to Deegan and let them know about our findings here. Just making sure that we haven't missed anything. We came charging through. Grab that egg, why not? Else, oh, we got a few eggs from the basket there. Anything in this hut? Zorop hut. Okay, let's cross the ways.
Yeah.
There we go. Zorop Elder. A little campfire here. Zorops were making their little outpost. do a quick check around this rock for anything that may have been hidden here. Yeah, plenty more Zorps where they came from. Let's go back to Deegan. So, where would that be? Where is Deegan? Let's go ahead and confirm fast travel to Claviger's landing beacon. All right. Claviger's landing. There's Deegan.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
I'm gonna say I found a journal in your cabin. It was interesting.
You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that?
War hero. These aren't standard Zorb tactics. What are you hiding?
What would I know about... Alright. I lied to you. I can't keep it up anymore. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
I'm gonna say... no one. I've always known what I want to do with my life.
You're lucky. Everywhere I go, every job I have, something's missing. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip.
We very well may be the baddie's lead Panacea if not only read her journal but robbed her blind. True, I mean, isn't that what every good adventurer does when hired to help out a hapless NPC? I'm going to say... could be worse. At least you found what you were looking for.
But what do I do about it? How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
It's your life, Deegan. What do you want to do?
Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Right. Unique accessories. All accessories are unique, providing powerful enchantments like passive effects, stat increases, attribute buffs, distinct behaviors, and even new abilities. You can equip up to 1 trinket or amulet and up to 2 rings at any given time.
I'll make my way back to the cabin soon.
Alright, let's take a look at this accessory they picked up. Vindictive Band. Critical hits deal poison damage. The suit black iron in this ring is etched with detailed depictions of various leaves and berries and is coated with a thin sheen of ichor. On closer examination, the depictions represent some of the most poisonous plants known to the world. Let's go ahead and equip that. Awesome. Very cool. Our first side quest down adventures here in Avowed. And unfortunately, I think this is where we're going to have to leave things for the time being. We're getting to that hour where the adventure will have to end for the time being.